What's up, Sativa Nymph? First of all, I love your name. Second of all, you ask, do you feel like you wasted 37 years? Just curious. And what Sativa Nymph is referring to is the fact that I was actually a hardcore Christian for 37 years before I started deconstructing about 2 years ago. And so it could definitely feel like a lot of wasted time. And honestly, when I first started deconstructing, I asked myself this question a lot. Did I just waste like my entire life in a big freaking lie? And there's two ways I convinced myself that I didn't entirely waste my entire life. The first is to realize that all the things I learned, the experiences I had both inside the church and outside the church during the time that I held this Christian religious perspective, I did actually grow. I did actually build relationships. I did actually go through hardships and basically just learn a lot of life lessons that I probably needed to learn or were at least good for me in the long run. Could I have had similar experiences and similar lessons without doing it through the indoctrination process of Christianity? Probably, but hey, at least I can give myself a little bit of something there. Secondly, I consider what I do now, since I've always had a huge sort of draw towards instructing and teaching. I did that in the Marine Corps as well, and I did it as a Christian on Christian Truthers channel as an evangelist. Since that's something that I actually enjoy doing and I'm naturally inclined to do, actually, the 37 years of Christian indoctrination and theology and doctrine study and all the stuff that I did helped me tremendously to do what I'm doing right now. Certainly there are people out there who aren't Christians and never were, who are also very helpful and beneficial to this community. But for me, I think that it's helpful that I can not only show empathy to people who are stuck in religious dogma, but I can show sympathy too, really feeling for them, because man, I felt it too. So in the long run, I kind of look at it like this. Maybe I went through all of the stuff I went through, all the training, all the indoctrination, and then doing all the work to critically think my way out of it. Maybe that was necessary for me to become who I am today so that I can offer a helping hand back to those who are still stuck in the dogma and in the indoctrination. Personally, I think it makes me a little bit more effective than I otherwise would. And the last thing I want to mention is that just how nice it is to be sort of tied down. It's like working out with weighted shoes on or doing a run with a parachute on or something like that. When you spend so much of your time tied down by the weight of the different ways of thinking that are required to maintain a religious dogma or a Christian doctrine, when you have that weight around you forcing you to think a certain way and act and behave a certain way, and then it's taken off, well, I gotta admit, it feels kind of like being a Super Saiyan. Maybe the universe had me swimming with a ball and chain around my leg so that when I take it off, I could be super quick in the water. I guess this was just the experience that I needed to become the person that I am today.